What is going on, everyone? Commodore last here today, bringing to you guys my live reaction of One Piece manga chapter 972. Now, the chapter is out a lot earlier than usual. It's supposed to be, I think, a holiday this week for Japan because I know tomorrow it's supposed to be like the official release and stuff and everything. But regardless, I'm home. I have time to be able to read the greatness because otherwise, if I had to go to work and One Piece came out, I'd basically be like Oden in the situation of I'm in the boiling pot, being like, decimated and everything, and the greatness is out and I can't do nothing about it. And meanwhile, I'm getting berated by Orochi on my end. But regardless, it's out. I heard we got the cover of Jump this week, which I did see. I think Luffy has like the Hungry Days noodles from the cup noodle commercial and stuff. So I believe I saw was a cover. And then apparently we're supposed to be getting like a color page, which was in low quality, but it's like the actual like Luffy from the Hungry Days commercial. We actually get to see like his actual face. I know we've seen like little parts here and there, but like in the actual commercials, not much. But apparently that's what I heard. If it's in here, I'll be happy. If not, I'll wait till tomorrow to view that stuff. But we gotta know what's happening because whenever we get a cover page, whenever we get the cover of Jump, Oda's about to go in. So I need the greatness to kickstart my day. So without further ado, let's get into it, man. So One Piece chapter 972, title of the chapter is called I Am Oden. I was born to boil. Oh, then for sure, yeah, he has to be going out here for sure. I thought it was gonna be last week when the whole cover and stuff was coming down and everything. By the way, it was Atlas, the name I was not remembering off the top of my head, that he was like, the inspiration stuff, which is still crazy, man. But the squad on his back, man, it was a real one. And the whole thing too of him like dancing, to pay respects, back to Kurozumi because of what Wano did to them and stuff. So he's a good man. But let me see. Yeah, so it's obviously I've been translating and stuff, but like this still looks nice though. This is like a nice like cover of Jump. Look at my guy, bro, with the cup noodles as he should. All right. Okay, so you said that we were protected by Oden. Even if that's true, it's hard to suddenly change your mind. It's so hard to suddenly change your mind. The truth only brings confusion. Shinobu. Oh, you see Fukurokuju. Dude coming in ready to grab her by the hand. You see like her face too. He's like, yo, hold up, before the other part. He's like, the Lord Idiot who rebelled against the Shogun will die. This is what everyone has understood. This is what everyone understood. And this is how the sentence will be executed. Fukujuro. Is it Fukurokujo? Fukurokujo, I think. I don't know if the translation is different, but you too. You took the floor and was ready to face the consequences, right? I am a vassal of Oden-sama, and I will live or die like him. I don't obey you anymore. If that is the case, then I'm ready to die with the Kozuki. Or rather, we will all survive and exterminate you next time. You're dreaming. Shogun Orochi, please end this punishment. You are welcome, please. Please. And do get shot up with an arrow. Batman for sure has to be rolling around somewhere, man. You know how many arrows we've been seeing in this damn flashback when we get to see the guy that Luffy's currently beating in sales? Like, wow, he was shot by an arrow. Oh no, that's not him. Unless, I could be lying, but unless that's him before he became a smile user, because now we know like the smiles and stuff were never around during this point in time in the story. So more than likely, that could be him prior to the whole thing, when he was Adam West. I think it is. Look, I don't read comics. There's some mid. Orochi! The crowd instantly understood how scary someone seeking revenge can be. Trash. I mean, first of all, buddy, you couldn't even spell trash. and you trash. So let's go on. There was no longer hope for Wano, but this punishment was dragged on in length. Oden-sama, look at my guy, bro, busting out blood and everything like he's Austin. See, the people realized this while the subordinates of Kaido and Orochi surrounded them, weapons in it. Is the other people like some not like, I know Order 66 obviously turned the other people around, but like a mass genocide, like out of some kind of like Al Capone story. The reason for Oden's strange actions these last 5 years was quickly communicated to all of the people of Wano. So he was the one who saved us that day. So now the rest that didn't know the information, now they're knowing about it. People crowded in a hurry. Damn, we're pathetic. When we need to warn the leaders of the provinces of Wano of something important, we use the arrows on which hang a message. And you see one of them being shot over now where to Yasu is. These arrows can cross huge distances. The oil in the pot was heated to over 700 degrees and kept increasing. And look at it. Ah, man, my guy. Oden-sama, stay alive. We know nothing. Sorry for insulting you. Oden-sama, thank you for protecting us. Oden-sama. It's a little bit late. Bunch of defectors. Oden-sama, don't you? You're welcome. I'm doing my best. What naive. Because even though he shouldn't be, doing that, but again, he first paid respects back to, to Orochi, what happened to his family and stuff, because obviously, the life that he ended up living afterwards was not one a child should have to live, but obviously his ideals now, what they are, don't represent that anything with Shogun, but Oden just being Oden, man. All of you, I can survive the scalding. I would like to open this country. It's what? What is he going on about? And Kaido's like, huh? You already mentioned that the Kozuki has something to do with the closure of the country. What did you learn at sea? Yo, Oden, give me a little bit. Give me a little bit of that adventure, man. Because I know we're going to get the whole, enchilada later on. But, you got to give me something, man. You got to give me something. A very long time ago, those who sank this country from the outside world were the members of the Kozuki clan? No, I got to be reading that right. A very long time ago, those who sank this country from the outside world were the members of the Kozuki clan. Government or the D clan. As sub-faction thing maybe. It's it was to protect Wano from my gigantic power. It had to... who though? Who? Because you never know, the narrative can flip. Wano country, no. The world is waiting for our particular individual. When that individual appears, traversing through 800 years of time, we must be a country that can welcome and support him or her. Well, thank God. And then you put the gender thing. Now it's a bigger mystery because you don't know who it could be. But no, it has to. No, I think it's got to be for Joy Boy. 800 years of time. It has to be Joy Boy, I think. I'll be blunt. Those guys will definitely kill me today. No, if you really can't resist the boiling, then a third of the time has already passed. I want you to open Wano for me. And you see the yells just shouting right through all the city. If that's the case, then we'll do it with it. If it's your dream, then it is ours too. Well said. 30 minutes to go. So the Kozuki clan were the ones that shut them out from the outside. Not to stop from a gigantic power. To me, if this was towards the end of the void century, then it has to be obviously in conjunction with the world government's formation. But if not, then it has everything to do with the D clan. It's just now it's once we get the proper translation for that, then we'll know. But still, it's kind of hype. Boiling oil was burning Oden. Why are you still alive? Raise the temperature. However, Oden did not die. 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, the legend of Hour. Even in this heat, you don't die. Who is this man? Oden-sama. Only 1 minute to go. 10 seconds. 3 seconds. 1 second. Ding! He's he did it! The miracle has happened. He has overcome his execution. That is Oden-sama. And you just see nothing but the steam from the pot just sailing right through the streets. He survived the boiling. He did it. Oden-sama won. The illusion has been dispersed. And once again, the whole country is my ally. Prepare yourself, Kaido. Fool, don't incite him. What did you say? If you win, you win. He's huh? And the people, I thought he was dying standing or something. No, but they have the guns already out to him. They're still gonna proceed. Of course, you damn snake. I had the idea to change your sentence to a shooting execution a minute ago and then kill your whole family. You're a kid who thinks with his ass. That was not what was promised, Oden-sama. So And they just proceed to shoot the civilians. You guys, I'm counting on you. Open Wano. Oh, man. And just as he's able to just shrug them right off, they're gonna shoot at him after the fact. He threw them off the damn lid to put him back out, trying to get him out for safety. And they disperse right there, run to Curry, and then the tears. Oh, man. Shinobu, Shin, don't turn around. Don't look back. There's a run, they're gonna be shot to death. Oh, man. That's an interesting story I just heard. Oh, Oden Kozuki, Oden-sama, no. And then she ran with my guy. Kill them all, catch them all. No, they're shooting at the scabbards. Make the name Kozuki disappear forever. Whatever your ambitions, your body's already dead. But the least I can do is finish it myself as a sign of respect. And of course he pulls out his 9. The age of Kozuki will now end. You all die. Do not underestimate my samurai. Oden-sama. Hands off, brats. It's ours, Oden. This is Kanjo. You are a real madman. I give up. Are you the mountain bandit, Raizo, Oden-sama? Oden-sama. Then it is you who reigns over Curry. Ashura Doji. It's like the little parts connected with the execution of the bigs. And of course, Okamatsu. You should be ashamed. To be afraid of being different from you only proves your ignorance. My guy was out here and told you, racism is not it. And if you tell me that this guy is not about human rights and justice, then you are just ignorant yourself, just like Orochi. Has to be said. I'm sick and tired of this slander towards Oden's name, man. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm so hungry. It's because you're just lending money. Fine, go and eat something. You think it's worthy of a daimyo? We'll talk about you for a long time and your remarkable way of dying. Look at my guy, bro. We're just in the... man. Even on the plate, but still, he's good for now. Even if you forget me, I don't mind. My soul will continue to live on. Puff. Sorry about the old hag. I already killed her. You're a pretty serious one, aren't you? Get as strong as you can. I could be reading too much into that. But could Kaido... No. There's no way that for Kaido to go and become what he becomes now in the present... Nah, there's no way Oden, in his mind, he's used as motivation for what Oden's telling him right there. Get as strong as you can. But then again, there's still context from his past, so we need to know, though, from Kaido. So I'm hoping that's coming at a later date. If I accompany you with a cup of sake, then that suits me. Oden, the more he is boiled, Toki, Momonosuke, Hiyori, I'll be going on ahead. Oh my god. And he shot him right in the dome. No. Oh man. And just like that, the god himself is down. And of course, go with the sound effect, the plop, like when like the dumpling thing goes inside the pot. Inspired. The better he is. And they go and shout it. They all shout it right after the fact, man. Now they realize how much of a fool that they all are. That this guy was twerking for Orochi to pay respects back to the Kurozumi clan. 100 lives per dance. My guy was out here shaking it. And now you realize afterwards that the great thing you had about this country is no longer there, man. It's gonna hit harder definitely with the OSTs and stuff in the anime. I know that for a fact because we obviously knew it was gonna end up happening, of course, with Oden and everything. But like, man, that's how I had to go down, being shot up right through the dome, man. Like, Ben. This Smiley? That boy, bro, this man smiled at the end of his. No, I don't know if he's a D or anything, but he for sure. Whatever he saw in the voice Sentry and stuff, whatever about the damn smile, no. This dude first, well, of course he knows everything about the voice Sentry and stuff, but it's like, for him to smile, I don't think it means anything about him being a D. He knows something, and he knows that what the meaning of smiling at the end of your death is. This man's sick, but he's a goat too, though. A legend has just bowed out. You just see everyone, the tears, the shamishins going in. What a way. Now find the protagonist of the next scene. Lady Toki, we just heard the death of Oden Sama, so we're getting the flip now for sure because they gotta head to the castle to go and try and protect her. Well, we know what happens, but still. In his last moments, we're said to be admirable. Toki, I have reached my limits. If I don't manage to knock down Kaido, none of our time will succeed. Oh wait, he passed on. Yo, his will. He left the will. In a little more than 20 years, a gigantic war capable of separating the oceans will surely break out. Bro, he knows! I mean, of course he knows. But still, this man knew a war is coming. War has never changed. My man was like old man Snake. He knew the prophecy, what was going on. And said, listen, I got myself a snake in my own boot, man. I got my own trick up my sleeve, and I got Toki right there. In other words, in 20 years, the protagonists of this immense war will arise in the new world. They are the ones who can defeat Kaido. Look at that. Oh. And I don't know if those little offering things are supposed to represent like each member of the Scabbards or something, or that just this different decoration, but oh man. They're the ones who can defeat Kaido. A long winter is brewing in Wano. Bro, wait! Spring of Rebirth, shout out to Persona 3. Because this is, this is so cool. This is hitting heavy right now, man. That's dope. The long winter, of course, makes sense because they're right now going through the dark times. And then, when spring comes in afterwards, the good finally comes. Which makes sense because April, of course, with the Sakura flag. Oh, the goat, man. Oh, the big goat. Toki, I want to use your power. If I ever die... poor girl's shaking. And she goes and rips that thing. Of course, to get rid of the evidence and stuff. For sure. She literally just took all that in, man. All the words that this dude said. And she's going to go with the plan for sure. Please give these katanas to our children. That's a little dangerous for them, but okay. You are not sad because of the execution. Oh, but you're not going to die, are you? Wahaha, that's my wife. If I cry, people will laugh at me. There is no question that we are a burden for you. Look closely, Oden. 20 years into the future. And she's trying to hold back. She's trying to keep a straight face at the very least. Even knowing that her husband just died, man. In the tragedy that he had to die in. But she knows what she has to do. And a wife of Oden has to stay strong to the very end. And the story continues its course in the present. So I guess we're not going to see the whole time traveling part then, I assume. Because now it shows the end of the chapter and everything. But I'm assuming that obviously, of course, the time travel thing, we know the rest of the parts of the story and stuff because of what we learned earlier in Wano, but now it's like, okay, we're going to go back into the present. So that's how it's going to end. Perfectly calm with that because it's like, I don't know if I need to see Kaido violate Toki by any means necessary in the burning castle, unless that's something that they're going to just throw in there for Kaido and stuff, just for his flashback, because Oda could be a sickle about that, but I don't know. But Jesus Christ, man, if that is the end of the flashback, this was a fire flashback. I don't care what anyone says, man. I know obviously we had people have their issues and stuff in regards to what exactly was the whole thing that Oden promised to Orochi and everything, all that. What their discussion and everything was. When we finally got it, the context behind it, everything just made sense from there. So I have no issues with this flashback. I definitely am gonna go back and reread it afterwards. Past Friday once we get everything translated, so that way I can come back and just appreciate everything that's going on with it even more. But this was great, man. I think this, to me, at the very least, might still be a top 5 flashback in the story, at least from me. And especially when it gets animated, I think the feels are probably going to be a lot more deeper and stuff because of the voice acting performances, the soundtrack, and just everything else about it and stuff. To really capitalize on the emotions of this entire flashback. So I can't wait to see all that when it's animated. But definitely as a flashback itself, I think it was great. But right now, let's see, it was at number 5 in my flashbacks. I still have Robin's, Law's, Kalgara's, and Nolan, their flashback very high up there for me and stuff. But this is great, man. I would definitely say for this chapter, probably at least like an 8.5 out of 10 for me. Just great stuff there to end the flashback and just a whole great stuff. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Slowly losing my voice. But let me know how you thought about the chapter itself. If there's anything you want for clarifications, that you want to clarify me on some stuff and everything, let me know down in the comments. Who exactly is the gigantic power? I'm pretty much assuming that Oden's referring to the world government in that sense, that they're trying to stop that. But if the Kozuki clan was, from the outside that stopped them, that closed the borders and everything, then it had to have been, subordinates, or they were a lesser clan underneath the D's and stuff. And obviously him smiling at the end maybe can signify him being possibly like a D. But I think it's just that he knows the history and stuff and knows the significance of what that smile is supposed to represent. So I think that's the case. But if you have any other different answers, of course, let me know down in the comments. Like the video if you enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of One Piece week in, week out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell to endorse the update with everything that goes on the channel. And with that being said, we'll catch you guys next week. 973. We should be getting back into the present time. Hopefully get to see Luffy and them and just, where the whereabouts are for these guys. And we got a war on the horizon, man. So, Commodore lad signing out. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, take care. Going crazy.